Want to buy a small house? Or maybe you're dreaming of a waterfront mansion with all the luxury? In the United States, there's a home for every lifestyle, from affordable to mid-range to downright outrageous. Whatever your dream or budget, there's something for you. So, how much does a house actually cost here? We're looking at 3 cities to give you the full picture. One where you could buy a home with the spare change under your couch cushions. Another that hits the national average. Right on the nose, the Goldilocks zone of real estate. And then there's the city where a starter home comes with a luxury price tag. Welcome to Toledo, Kansas City, and San Diego. Today, we're diving into the average home value in each of these cities and showing you exactly what that price gets you. Let's jump in. Toledo, Ohio, where owning a home can cost you less than a new sports car. No yo, this city is practically the poster child for ultra-affordable real estate. The median home price? Around $16,000. That's not a down payment. That's for the entire house. Yes, the whole thing. Roof, walls, maybe even a surprise raccoon in the attic. Now, before you start packing your bags and dreaming of home ownership, there's a catch. That low price tag often comes with some character. Many of these homes are in serious need of repair. And when we say TLC, sometimes we really mean totally lost cause. Don't be shocked if your future fixer-upper features a horror movie basement or has been temporarily adopted by local wildlife. Still, if you've got a steady job and can qualify for a loan, these homes fall well within reach. On a $16,000 mortgage over 30 years, your monthly payment might hover around $560. If you skip the 20% down payment, expect it to be closer to $635. That's less than rent for a one-bedroom apartment in most U.S. cities. And with a fixed-rate loan, your payment stays put even as rents keep climbing. The cost of living here is seriously low. Gas prices are decent. Groceries won't drain your wallet. And if you're cool with chain restaurants and weekend bowling, you'll fit right in. But there's a reason it's affordable. Jobs are hard to come by unless you work in healthcare, education, or have a remote job. You might struggle to find work. The city is still shaking off the rust from its industrial past. And yes, there are some other downsides. Winters in this region can be brutal. If you're not a fan of freezing temps, even a $100,000 house might not feel like a bargain. Then there's crime. Toledo's violent crime rate is more than 200%, higher than the national average. Overall, crime is around 70% higher, which isn't great, but it's that violent crime stat that stands out. Still, for first-time buyers, budget-conscious investors, or people who simply want to own a piece of property, Toledo has real potential. Just be sure to budget for a solid furnace, a new roof, and maybe a decent security system. So let's do a quick recap on the numbers. If you grabbed a $106,000 home in Toledo, yes, let's assume you picked one of the nicer ones, and put down 10%, you need about $10,600 up front. Your loan would be around $95,000. With a 30-year fixed-rate mortgage at 6.5 to 7% as of early 2025, plus about $150 per month in property taxes, your monthly payment would land somewhere near $753. Not bad for owning a whole house. Kansas City, Missouri, the real estate middle child. It's one of those rare spots in America where the housing market still follows a little logic. The average home price here is around $290,000. And unlike those cookie-cutter cities that feel like endless strip malls, Kansas City has some soul. We're talking barbecue that could settle, global conflicts, jazz that revives your emotions, and sports teams that every now and then actually bring home a trophy. Best part? You can still buy a home with a backyard here, without auctioning off your organs or mastering coding in a weekend boot camp. The cost of living? Reasonable. Not ultra cheap, but your wallet won't spontaneously combust at the grocery checkout. And hey, it's Missouri, so tornadoes come bundled. free with your new home. Personally, I visited Kansas City a handful of times over the past decade, and I've always enjoyed it. The people are warm, the vibe is fun, and while it has its gritty corners, it also boasts some really beautiful neighborhoods. Like any city, it's a mixed bag. Now let's talk safety. The overall crime rate is about 180% above the national average. Not ideal, but not catastrophic either. The violent crime rate is where it gets rough, sitting around 302% above the national average. But the truth is, most of that is concentrated in specific neighborhoods. A large portion of the city is safe and family-friendly. Aside from crime, Kansas City scores well. Across the board, commute times? Fantastic. Living expenses? Very manageable. Healthcare? Solid. Housing? Definitely a win. And let's be real, no city is perfect. If you want ultra-low crime, you'll be forking over millions to live in places like Beverly Hills or Palo Alto. And even those places aren't totally crime-free. The important thing is to look at the full picture. Yes, crime stats matter, but so do the cost of living, amenities, and overall lifestyle. One more thing, Kansas City weather has commitment issues. Don't be surprised if you get snow, sunshine, and thunderstorms all in the same week. Still, Kansas City really nails the balance. Livable, full of personality, and just affordable enough to make your friends. From the coast, question their life choices. Here's a rough estimate of what you'd pay to own a home here with a 20% down payment. About $58,000, you'd avoid mortgage insurance. That leaves you with a loan of $232,000 on a 30-year fixed mortgage at an interest rate of 6.5 to 7%. Your monthly mortgage payment would come out to roughly $1,544. San Diego, California, where sunshine is free but housing isn't. San Diego is one of those magical places where the weather's always perfect, the beaches are stunning, and the price of living will make you question your life choices. The average home price, over $1 million. That's not for beachfront luxury. That's for a regular house with maybe a driveway. So why do people keep moving here? Because it looks like a postcard, palm trees, fit people, dogs in sweaters, and tacos on every corner. Living here isn't just about buying a house. It's buying into a lifestyle and a lot of debt. On the upside, the job market's strong. Tech, military, biotech, and tourism keep things moving. And the crime rate is surprisingly low for a big city. 2% below the national average overall, with violent crime 15% above. Not perfect, but not terrible either. The real issue is cost. Even grocery shopping feels upscale. Unless you're earning six figures or sharing rent with friends, you're likely just surviving in flip-flops in February. Here's the math. A $1 million home means $200,000 down, 20%, and an $800,000 loan. At 6.5% interest, you're looking at about $5,060 per month, just for principal and interest. That's before taxes, insurance, or homeowners association fees. If you want affordable, head to Toledo. If you want balance, Kansas City delivers. But San Diego, it's paradise as long as you can afford the price tag. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and drop your thoughts in the comments. We'd love to hear from you.